Welcome back to the 3F Life. I'm your host, Connor, and this channel is about faith, family, and fitness. And a lot of it is about improving who we are as men and things we can do to better ourselves. And so I'm gonna get into some like goal building eventually on this channel. And we create to-do lists, we create our schedule, our calendar, and everything like that. But one thing that I've found very, very important that I've been following, and this is something I picked up off of a larger YouTube channel, I think his name is Dan Martell, is creating a not to-do list. So it's popular to create a to-do list. I got these 10 things to do today, I'm going to accomplish these, and that's very good for ourselves. But it's also very important to figure out what are 10 things I don't want to do, or what are 15 things I don't want to do that are just kind of holding me back and not good for me, and not going to promote me to become a better man and improve my life. And so those are the things we're going to go through. I think I've got about 15 things. And so to kick things off, this is going to be a kind of lump sum, 3 things. But screen time, so scrolling through your phone, watching TV, and playing video games. These are 3 things that are just complete time wasters. It's so easy to just stay up late watching Netflix or playing video games, scrolling through your phone, scrolling through your feed, getting caught up in the TikTok loop and things like that. And these things are just not improving who we are as men. Maybe there's a time for it. Like if you got a family, what I'll do, we'll have family movie night or whatever here and there. Or, once a week I'll play a quick game with my son. So I have that kind of bonding time with him. But it's not going to be I'm doing this every day, because these are not things that, like, we're wasting so much time out of our lives doing these things. And there's so many people that are like, well, I sleep for 8 hours and then I work for 8 hours. And it's like, well, you still have another 8 hours in your day. And what are you doing? Like, you're wasting that other 8 hours. Like, if you want to build something for yourself, then we got to utilize that other time. And getting in front of the TV or playing video games is absolutely not going to help that at all. So number 2, this is smoking weed and drinking alcohol. I kind of bundle these two together. Not everybody does both. A lot of people do one or the other, or some people do both. But these things are just horrible for yourselves. Like, first of all, weed literally kills brain cells. There's so many people that want to promote this, like, well, because back in the day it used to be like, oh, you smoke weed, you're just lazy. And obviously there's examples of like famous people that smoke weed all the time and they're not lazy, like they're millionaires. But those are exceptions. And for the most part, weed doesn't do anything good for us. Like, what do you benefit from smoking weed? It's a waste of money and it's a waste of time. And then you're high all day. And especially if you're a parent, this is not something that you should be doing in your home, smoking weed, smoking cigarettes even. Like, these are things that are not good. You're not setting a good example for your children. And in alcohol, there's just nothing that good can come from drinking alcohol, especially if you want to get drunk or going out all the time. It's horrible for your health. It screws up your sleep just like weed does. And you wake up hungover. It kills your liver. Like, they're neither of them are good for you. And I'm not going to be the guy to say, like, never do these things. Obviously, like, once in a blue moon is a little bit different than doing this every weekend or doing this every day. So we definitely, I put that on my not to do list. And then number 3 is chasing after women. If you're a single guy, or even if you're not and you just want to be a scumbag and be in a relationship and still pursue women all the time, this is something that can be extremely time consuming. And if you're not focusing on improving yourself and the man that you are, then what business do you have pursuing a bunch of women? Because you're not going to find the right woman that is going to improve your life, because you're not living those habits that would warrant that type of woman. So improve yourself, and women will follow from there. So I think that's important. That's also can be super time consuming if you're spending a lot of time approaching women, trying to speak to a woman like you're setting time aside for just like, oh, I'm gonna go up talk to women, or if you're on dating apps, scrolling through a bunch of dating apps and things like that, it can just be a huge time waste. So, and then number 4, this is gonna be food related, but snacking, eating junk food, processed food, like it's so easy to just go get a whatever from McDonald's, a Big Mac, or grab some junk food, snack at night. It's horrible for our health. If you're wanting to lose weight, or you're trying to make yourself a good physique, you're in the gym, but then you're eating junk food, it doesn't add up, and it's going to slow down your progress. So you don't want to be doing these things. Obviously, like for me, I'll have like healthy snacks, like I'll have like they make these Quest protein chips. I'll have those with my lunch, or like an apple that I might eat like an hour before I eat my lunch. So something like that is totally different than like what I'm talking about is like you pulling open a bag of Doritos at 10 o'clock at night when you should be sleeping. So those type of things, processed foods, especially here in America, there's so much junk food, like bad stuff that they put in food even that you wouldn't think of, like the food dyes. And if you read the ingredients and you don't know what half of the stuff is, it's probably horrible for you. I'm not saying you need to become an expert on what each thing is, but if you don't know what it is and it's not natural, then don't eat it. It's not good for you. Focus on eating a healthy diet, and that's gonna pay off tenfold when it comes to your fitness. And then number 5 is skipping workouts. So it can be so easy to push off a workout, like, I'm tired today, I'll work out tomorrow or whatever. And these things kind of it's a chain reaction where in the long term, it's just horrible for ourselves. So we need to be consistent. This is about discipline and not motivation, because motivation, if you're a lazy person, you might get motivated by watching like a David Goggins video or something, and then you're going to hit the gym for a month or a week, or you'll try out a new diet, a new fad, and then it'll fall off. But if you discipline yourself, like I'm doing this every single day, no matter what, even if I'm tired, even if I had a long day at work, you're getting your workout in. This is going to be crucial for you to improve your life. And it's going to build that discipline in you. It's going to help your kids in the long term as well. So that's important. And then number 6 is procrastinate. So this is also like with skipping workouts. It's so easy to be like, I'll hit the gym next week. Next week I'll start. And then next week comes around and you don't start. And then a year goes by, 5 years go by, 10 years go by, and then you're just a fat slob. And you've just wasted so much of your life binge watching Netflix and doing nothing for yourself. And we procrastinate there's many things in our lives. We procrastinate work. We procrastinate relationships, things that, goals. Like, it's like, next year, let me wait till the rest of this year, and then I'll make my New Year's resolution, and then I'm going to hit that real hard and go after those things. This is procrastination. It's not good for us at all. So the next thing is what, because obviously there's going to be a time like it's still important to consume content, like if when you do have screen time, but like watching non-productive content that's like not going to better who you are as a person. It's just stupid memes and things like that. That's not what we want to do. We want to watch productive content. So you want to train your algorithm, because these phones, they pick up everything that like you watch. So you watch a video or you scroll through your Instagram, you're going to get recommended more of what you're actually putting your eyes on. So if you're skipping by all the crap and you're watching self-improvement stuff like this content, if you're watching, relationship stuff or stuff to improve your walk with Christ, those are the type of things that are going to improve your life. Where scrolling through memes and jokes and stuff like that, like I would say it is good to like laugh and to be happy and stuff, so that can be a good thing, but excess amounts of anything really can be bad. So try to reprogram your algorithm on your phone. And then number 8 is not reading. I think this is almost everybody that's like wealthy or anything like that, they spend a lot of time reading books. And the thing is, like, many people don't just know a millionaire, like, where we can't just go and, like, well, how does this guy, like, live his life? But if we're watching self-improvement stuff, like back to the non-productive content, if we're watching productive content first and then we're reading, you can go pick up a book from people that are very successful. And we want to read from people that have actually accomplished it and actually wrote the books, because obviously there's going to be like a bunch of billionaires and stuff that have books, but they didn't even write those books. They just told somebody some stuff, and then that person basically wrote the book down. So they're not telling you firsthand. Or these books that are like, this is how to get rich, and this guy's not even rich. He just became wealthy off of writing this book. So that's another thing. Like, read valuable information. Don't be reading Harry Potter or these fiction books that just do nothing for you. It's the same thing as watching TV. So read, spend, even if it's like one thing that kind of got me like hooked on reading, I was doing a program called 75 Hard by Andy Frisella, and basically it's trying to instill discipline in you. So you do 2 45-minute workouts a day, you drink a gallon of water, you read 10 pages out of a book, and you follow a strict diet, and you don't drink alcohol. And when I was doing this, the 10 pages, I'd get hooked on books, and I'd read 20, 30 pages. Sometimes I'd finish a book in 2 days. So reading is going to improve your life tenfold. So that's something that's very important. It's number 8. And then number 9, first thing in the morning, do not check your phone. This is so common. Like, let me open up my Instagram. Let me see if I got any messages, even like checking your email. First thing in the morning, you should open up in prayer. We should be reading the Bible, doing things like that. Trying to just get into self-improvement right away, because that's when our mind is fresh and we're jumping into good quality, positive things instead of doing things that we shouldn't, which are you'll lay in bed for 30 minutes scrolling Instagram, and that's not gonna benefit you at all. And then number 10 is multitasking, especially for us men. Like, I would get into times where I'd be like watching a basketball game, scrolling my phone, and playing music. It's like I'm doing 3 things that none of those things are productive at all. And what we need to get into the habit of is, like, let's set these goals and our like to-do list, and let's just check them off one by one. We're doing this, this, this. And that's when I'm doing this is what I'm focusing on now. I'm making this video. This is all I'm doing right now, is just this video, and then I'm going to edit it and then post it, and then boom, that's just the habit that we fall into. And then so number 11 is being a yes man. Don't be the type of man that just says yes to everything. Obviously, like, if your boss is telling you to do something, I'm not saying like, no, don't do that, but like, we all know those people that are like, anytime anybody asks them anything, they say yes. Don't be that type of person. Think about what you want and what God wants, and follow that blueprint when it comes to doing things. So if your buddies hit you up, if you don't have great friends and they're like, hey, let's go out drinking this weekend, don't say yes. If that's truly what you want to do, okay, whatever. You live your life, but if you know that God doesn't want you to do that, if you know that you personally want to work on your business, then do that, and just say no. It's easier to just say no, I don't want to do that, than like, because a lot of yes men are like, if they do say no, it's like no with some lie, some excuse. No, actually, I've got plans this tonight. It's like, no, just say no. I don't want to. I want to do something more productive for myself. So number 12 is stop surrounding yourself with negative people. So I've talked about this in a lot of my videos, but surround yourself with good quality men that improve your life, men that are going to call you out on your crap, that are going to give you good, godly advice, instead of men that are going to sink you down and pull you down into doing sins and everything like that. You want to surround yourself by good people, because there's the phrase, like, you take your friends group and then you average your incomes, and that's probably your income. So if you surround yourself with people who are winning in life and doing better than you, you're going to do better, because you're going to pick up those habits, versus you being around a bunch of low lifes that are going to bring you down, and you're going to do those same things. And then number 13, staying up late and sleeping in. This goes like, this is most of the time when people do this, this is like watching TV and stuff. But I think it's very important to go to bed at the same time every night. Obviously, like depending on your life, this can fluctuate a little bit, but I think it's important to go to bed early and wake up early. You wake up early and get to work right away. I love the thought of like I'm awake before other people, getting stuff done. Well, this guy's sleeping until 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. I'm working, and you're getting yourself so far ahead, because the guy that's sleeping until 9 a.m., you think he's staying up late till 11 working? No, he's probably staying up watching movies, playing video games, and then sleeping until 9 a.m. So let's get out of that habit. And then number 14, this is just a simple like discipline thing. Like keep clean. And this goes beyond like washing yourself, showering and everything. This is like keep your room clean, keep your bathroom clean. Take care of the little things in your life, because the little things spiral into big things. And if you can take care of the little things, then the big things will in turn pay off. So, and then number 15, I think this is the biggest do not do, but don't watch porn. Get out of that degenerative habit that does nothing for men. It's absolutely, it's sinful, it's satanic. There can be nothing good that comes from you doing that. There's no reason to be looking at women with such lustful intent, and it's degenerative. There's nothing good that comes from it. It will destroy your relationships, destroy how you view women, and it'll drain your time, and it's just overall it's not good. It's not a good thing for you to be a productive man and to be improving your life if that's the life that you live by doing that. And a lot of these like men that do it they do it consistently, like every day, twice a day, and it's just like, dude, imagine what you could be doing with that time, and how much better of a person you could become by not doing that. So I think that's very important. So that's my final number 15. That pretty much wraps up the video. If you made it this far, thank you. Please like and subscribe. I want to create content to better men. Because I think in this day and age, like there's a lot of lack, and with the internet and with the time that we live in, it's so easy to just fall behind and then be mad with where we are in life instead of just trying to improve ourselves. So thank you for tuning in. As always, God bless.